outro. What the heck's kind of intro was that, Peter?
I misclicked.
I thought that was the shortest stream we've ever had. Outro, the end.
Right after the intro music or the
Yes.
music. Not even an intro, just outro.
Yeah.
Straight out.
We should we should have, because ladies and gentlemen, whoever's tuning in now is obviously not doing what they should be doing, which is tuning into RH Max's Hex conference. We are streaming over it right now. No disrespect to Max or the conference itself, just that we are trying to fill the gap and make sure that we have a perfect record on this 132 in the can episodes for your viewing pleasure, perhaps at a later date. Also, we only have half of our contingent here today. So, and because I'll be speaking at the conference back to back with this stream, I'm sorry, but I'll have to leave at the 30-minute mark. So this is 30 minutes with Peter and Papa. It's very exciting. There's no charts there's no Toby. There's no DJs off buying a cuckoo clock somewhere like most Bavarians do this time of year. And Toby is
Ku Klux Clock. What?
Ku Klux Clock. Yes.
That's a weird clock, man.
It's weird, but it does exercise its freedom of speech every hour, so you can't deny it. It has a nice little hood. It has a big dunce cap on, and it says, yes, why power? Why power?
Okay. Let's say hello to the HOA in the chat and Ruth and believe in yourself, maybe. King of God. What? Okay.
What?
That's a weird nickname, King of God.
King of God. Well, there is a series on TV now called what is it? Chief of War. So maybe that's a takeoff of this one. It's about the Hawaiian, the unification of the Hawaiian Islands.
Hawaiian. I like the word.
Hawaii. Yes.
I own
what do you got?
Universe. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll take it back.
Very nice. Oh,
sweet.
Hey, where were you on the last one? Oh, Peter.
I don't know, actually.
So you don't remember, and you forgot to show up too?
No, I think that was deliberate. I just didn't tell you.
Oh, you just said, you know what? I'm not feeling it today, guys. Gonna have a little sleep.
Yes.
Can't be bothered to join you on this one. There's only Red Candle Day. It was green, actually, that you missed last time.
Oh, my God. Was it?
Your positive attitude was missed deeply.
Attitude. So, it was a red day, motherfucker.
No, it wasn't. It started off green. When we streamed, it was green. When it ended, I don't know.
It closed red. Okay.
Hey, speaking of closing red, we're enjoying a little bit of a pullback now and everything. It was a little bit sideways yesterday. Didn't move anywhere. And now a little bit red. Do you think we're front running the Jerome Powell chitty chat tomorrow? I think that we're going to see something out of him tomorrow from Jackson Hole.
No, it's just the good old Bitcoin correction. That's all.
Oh, okay. Oh, Toby one is in the chat.
in the
Toby, are
chat.
you going to come and save Peter and do some of your TA, or are you
Talkie talkie.
incommunicado? You didn't bring your laptop to wherever you are. Anyway, so what you think that this is just normal Bitcoin correction? But
Of course.
what about hints about the dovishness of the Fed that we're probably going to
RH Max
hear
is
about?
in our chat and not running his conference. What the fuck, actually?
What, Max? We just said that we're going to.
Thank you for tuning in, but you have some other responsibilities.
That is amazing. So he does his own chat too while he's streaming. He's doing our chat while he's in charge of a conference. That's dedication. That's multitasking. Either that or he's cloned and he's got little Maxes doing his bidding.
That's RH Max AI, actually.
Yes. Minimal P breaks for minimal penis.
For minimal wage.
That's right. So anyway, thanks a lot, Max, for showing up. As I said at the beginning, I'll be leaving here at the 30-minute mark to prepare with Nuclear Herbs, and I are going to be streaming together. He'll be looking at the new brochure that was published by
He's also eating lunch.
Oh, really? Oh, that's amazing. He's truly
He's
a multitasker.
typing with his both hands and eating lunch at the same time.
I do not want to see his barbecue encrusted computer screen or the keyboard. Anyway, Peter, what do you make of this whole thing? Did we say hello amply to everybody in the chat? Did we cover that? Can we move on?
Yeah, let's move on.
All right. So
it's a free for all in the chat. I'm not intervening anymore.
No. So a lot of interesting things are going on. Most of them I'm going to be examining in Richard RH Max's Nuclear Herbsy stream coming up. But I guess there's a lot of things going on in the U.S. Does it really concern you, Peter, that the U.S. is kind of getting its shit together and all these things are kind of coalescing to form regulations and clarity and taxation issues and all these other things that will stimulate the biggest market right now, which is the United States? What do you make of this whole thing? I know you do care, but you don't want to care.
I guess it's a good thing. The Trump Jr. is pushing his stuff through his father. So it's good. We're gonna see a lot of pump and dumps.
Right, so they're not going to be securities anymore. So the floodgates will open.
Maybe, who knows?
I mean, if developers are protected, so are the people that use pump tires and pump fun and pump everything, right? They're going to be able to make their own tokens, float them, run their own little things. I mean, little miniature, we call them cottage industries, right? Maybe, right? Little garage type of things that kids put together without their parents knowing. They float the dipshit coin and it goes up to $5 million market cap. Then they rug it and suddenly their parents say, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on here? And the kids say, I paid off our mortgage. And the parents say, all right, well, hopefully we don't get a knock on the door by the FBI.
It doesn't go that way.
No? What do you think it goes?
Well, as of now, there are it's all algorithmic on the Solana network. There are just coin creators fucking over sniper bots. That's all. That's all there is. Maybe there are some one or two people that take the hit, but it's mostly like algorithmic battles. So
okay.
Yeah.
Is there any way to win on Solana with all this crap, or is it just that? It's just
for
like
you and me. No. Even the sniper bots are like a lot of time not profitable.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and a lot of the creators are also not profitable. They're it's always the what do you call what's it called mm, the bell distribution. Like all the winners are here, and there are like few of them, and all the losers are on the other side, or whatever.
Yeah. And all the ones in the middle are what?
Well, no, it's
I think winners and losers on either are the winners
uh,
are on either side of the bell curve, and the very top would be the losers. Basically, is
yeah,
what you're saying. All right,
basically.
I get it. I get it. There's so many different ways to win on Pulsechain. You know what I've been doing when all these when I'm looking at all these sad red days, which we expect we could be going like sideways to down from all the rest of August. We don't know, and then pick up like crazy over a short amount of time in September. We don't know, but I'm amazed at the validator rewards are incredible right now. In case you didn't notice,
I
I was
didn't
like,
notice. I'm
no,
not
because you don't
validated
validate. No,
because I don't have like dedicated to my machine and blah blah blah.
I'm tethered to my machine. It calls me. I answer its beck and call. No, it's not like that. It's very, very simple stuff. It's great feeling that you're contributing to the security of the network while getting little rewards, little bits of hey, thanks a lot. Hey, attaboy, type of things come into your wallet, and it's really, really nice, especially during these high volume times. So I got to say, I'm very impressed. That and also the buyback and burn for Pulse X is also very nice right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And are you an advocate of Pulse X? What's your favorite, other than the Peter Hex? What other assets are you really into that we can explore?
All four of them.
That's five. That's the fifth
The
one,
big-
of course. Your
It's
thumb is EHEX. I know you can't get rid of it,
the hexes,
but
yes. Because
yeah.
as a good boy, I staked for a long time, so I can't get rid of that. So okay, good job.
Have you been keeping track of your portfolio in Pulse Charts? PLScharts.com?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh yeah. I've now got my wife demanded that we now have a dedicated monitor in the living room so that my constant looking onto the screen on
Mm.
Peter. This is normal stuff for a bull market, man. Get off my back. I'm telling you, we have a dedicated old monitor in the living room. There's a TV set, and then to the right of the TV set, there's a big monitor, and it's just got portfolio on it 24/7. So if you thought it was healthy to live your life and think of things in the future and go touch grass, we ain't touching much grass over here. We're just like every 4 seconds, our necks are getting hurt already, and it's only going to be 6 to 9 more months of this exercise of
Yeah,
watching and stressing, right?
yeah,
So what?
yeah.
How do you deal with it? How do you check up on your holdings?
On the phone, maybe mostly.
Yes, using PLS charts.
Something like that, yes.
Do you, do you use the? Are you eyeing your EES values and
What?
considering
No,
this option? Or
I never looked at ESing anything or no, ES is not an option. It's
because
for
you're
weak.
not even because
It's
you're not
it's
this bull run, you're not even going to be 48%.
it's for weaklings.
Ah, okay, okay.
And by the way, I use mostly the PLS dashboard dot link
For portfolio tracking?
for everything. Yes, portfolio. Of course.
No,
For
it's not
what?
as the guest on the show. Were you here when we actually had Mr. Hex came on here and
No.
showed us? You weren't here.
No.
Okay, so Hex is the guy that makes pulsecharts.com.
Okay.
And he showed us that with no funding whatsoever. He decided, you know what, I don't have this, I need this, and I'm going to do it for myself and make it available for the community. And he's running the server that does this constant query. It updates every second or so. It's incredible. It's incredible. Plus it takes into account your stakes, and with a click of a button, you can see the EES impact per stake. It's ridiculously good.
Okay.
On
Maybe
Ethereum,
that's a good feature.
it is a good feature
We
because
will
it'll
see. We will see when Hex hits 2 cents again.
yeah.
Oh my god, I like these jokes. I don't want the price to go up. Yes. Hello, Toby.
Hey, Toby.
Mr.
Hey, how's
Mustache.
it going? We'll see. Let me know how terrible the sound is, because
It's terrible. It's terrible, but
It's
be
fine.
honest, it's doable.
we will
Okay, cool. I
prove it.
will do my
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
fucking
Toby,
hell.
just to let you know, I'm
Jesus.
out of here in about 12 minutes, and then you and Peter can ass slap each other for the next half hour.
Sure.
If you do you have the ability to do charts today?
I do. I think so. We'll see
Oh,
how it
nice,
goes. I mean, if you
nice.
want, we can try to do it now and eat up the last 12
Let's
minutes,
yes,
and then we can both bounce early.
yes, yes.
Works for me. I thought you guys might like that.
All right.
Okay, cool. So
What do you
let me.
think, Peter?
Okay, I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine with that.
All right, I'm sharing a window.
Yes, there is a window.
Wow.
We
Okay, cool.
we
This is
see
gonna
the
work.
a
This is gonna
window.
work. Okay, let's
Yes.
go. Let's see how this goes. On remote location, my sunny beach vacation is absolutely screwed because of the hurricane. So it's a little windy, a little gray. So hopefully the sound isn't too terrible and nothing blows in on me out here on the balcony.
We can
So
hear the hurricane in the background.
that's the wind of Erin, I believe is her name. This horrible bitch that's ruining my vacation. But hey, it is what it is. At least I got a few days away. So anywho, starting off with Bitcoin, Big Daddy Bitcoin, it has been a rocking and rolling ride over top of this big white channel that we've been looking at for, gosh, years and years. Trust me, this big white parallel channel has been going on all the way back. You can see here the very definitive touches in the bull market of 21. We can go further back, and trust me, it touches all the way back to like 2012. So we have never broken sustained above the top of the white channel, even for a daily candle. So it is pretty remarkable that we've got up and above that white channel for a considerable number of days. Had a little dipsy doodle here back into the channel right here back August 1st through about the 7th, and then we got back out of it. So that would consider a bit of a bear trap. Then, we had another run, got an official all-time high up here around $124,000 back on, what is that, 14th? Yeah, Thursday the 14th. And that is, okay, that's just a loud vehicle. That's not a thunder. I was like, uh-oh. So I'm going to be like one of those weather reporters that gets blown away, while I'm talking to you. So anyhow, basically a bit of a bull trap, right? So we got bear trap, bull trap. Now we're back in this little dip, and this time it's a little different. The first bear trap, we got some good support on the 55 EMA. This time we punched through it, didn't get down quite to the 100 EMA, and now we're looking at the 55 EMA as resistance. So we are well below that now, but we're kind of in no man's land between the 55 and 100. It's what, 4 o'clock Eastern time. So what do we got? 3 or 4 hours until the end of the daily. I'd really hope the daily closes somewhere no lower than where we are now. And I would expect us to curl back up and make another run at the top of this line. If we do break down from here, you'd be looking for supports at the 100 EMA at around 111,000, $444. 111444. That's interesting. And then down here at the 200 EMA, which is also the top of this previous white channel or yellow channel that we had as a bull flag, right? So if we really get dumpy, you'd be looking for a dip all the way back down to around 103K. So obviously the bears would be very thrilled with that. The Boulahs not so much, but we'll see how it plays out. I expect us to kind of firm up here and start curling back up to make another run. And then we'll just see how long it chops along this line. Ideally, sometime in Q4, I think we break definitively above and stay above and get our full measured move. Not sure how long it's going to take, but I've been calling it for a while now. Full measured move of this channel actually takes us up to near 200K Bitcoin. So so very, very bullish on that. There was another shorter stop here, which is the measured move of the bull flag, which takes us up to around 156K. So I think that's definitely in the cards. Not financial advice. Full measured move of the white channel would take us up to about 200K. A little short of.
Did I detect an Eric? Did I detect an Eric Crownism with Boulaz?
Yeah, you did indeed. A little tip of the hat to Mr. Crown. God bless you. If you're out there paying attention to your former student, doing this dumbed down version of your brilliant courses. So
Nice.
then moving right along, we'll go over here to, what is this? This is HEX, right? The one, the original, the baby boy, Richard's baby. And
Peter's favorite.
Kind of been doing it.
Yeah, the one that's not moving. Yes.
Hey, I like it. I mean, it's just chopping sideways. Here's the thing you got to be aware of. In the last week or so, guess who's been offloading a fair amount of their HEX? Anyone? BankX. BankX was sitting on about 140 million HEX, and over the last couple 3 weeks, they're down below 100 million now. Last I checked, they're at around 90 million.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So any of these little pumps you see, they've been dumping it back down. But they're almost out, boys, and that's the biggest whale dumper we know of HEX. So hopefully once that's over, then all that downward sell pressure will be abated, and we will curve back up into this channel and work our way to the top of its white channel. The white channel on this one is a descending channel, unlike on Bitcoin, which is an ascending channel. And this goes all the way back to our all-time high back in 2021, which if the chart would load. And then basically we are trying to get to the top of that channel and then break out and sustain. So very much like Bitcoin, you know, we're just not quite above the top of our channel yet. So I would expect similar to what Bitcoin is doing. You know, it's like if we get to the top of the channel, it's going to be significant resistance. We're going to bounce around, probably some bear traps and bull traps before we run. The full measured move of it, if we do get a definitive breakout around September 10th, which is what I was calling for, which would be a right at the 4-year mark of the previous all-time high. Full measured move of that gets us up around 6.5 cents. I'm sorry, it looks like 5.5, 6 cents on HEX. So depending on the ratio with PHEX, you know, you're looking at maybe 25, 30 cent. PHEX, I think combined for sure, we get an all-time high of 52 cents. I think it would be great and a real testament to the power of the smart contract and the brilliance of Richard Hart if HEX could get back to all-time high on its own. So there's no asterisk like, well, combined, it was a 52 cent. Nah, it's like, I think we're going to hit 52 cent. I'm hoping we're going to hit 52 cent on that. So there's no gray area as to, you know, who is really, you know, who is worthy of the glory, so to speak. So moving along, go to the new and improved HEX, right, as some would say, over on Pulsechain. We had a descending yellow channel that we were in for quite a long time, had a nice big breakout back here in the middle of July. And we didn't get the full measured move of it, which would have taken us up above 2 cents. Got rounded over here, had a little tweezer top, pulled back down, and then we started to form this channel, which very much looks like a bull flag to me. At this point, we're kind of in the lower 3/4 of it, not quite to the bottom. The bottom of the channel would get us just back below a penny, which would be also at the 55 EMA. So I would look for some strong support there. I don't expect us to go below that. You know, anything's possible in crypto. I don't have a crystal ball. Could do a little bear trap on that channel and dip down to 0.009, maybe all the way down to the 100 EMA and get down to 0.087. But you know, I would expect us to use those as supports if there is a bear trap scenario. Ideally, we break to the upside of this and we get the full measured move of that bear flag. Full measured move of that gets us up around 4 cents, and then that's precariously close to getting us into the previous yellow channel. Ideally, we get back into that channel, start hockey sticking our way through. Top of that channel would be about 23 cents. And then if we get the full measured move of that channel, you're pushing $1 for PHEX. So that's, you know, what I would hope for this cycle. Time wise, I don't know. I think stuff's going to be happening in Q4. Just a matter of when it kicks off. All right, moving along to Pulsechain. Am I still with you guys?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so moving along to Pulsechain, we have been in this gigantic orange channel since the inception of Pulsechain back in May of 23. So you can see the touches on the top and the bottom here, top, bottom, kind of chopped around in the middle. Got our bottom here back on April Fool's Day, nonetheless, and then been chopping our way up through this yellow channel internally. We found ourselves in what looked like it could be a bull pennant, which is right there. So we were kind of anticipating, hey, let's break out of that bull pennant. I was all excited because it coincided with the top of the orange channel. And we've kind of just done this limp rollover thing. So still, you know, it hasn't retraced entirely below the pennant, which is good. And we're resting right at the 21 EMA right now. So the over time, really PulseX has been one of the more bullish looking charts for a long while now. So, you know, I think it's building some strength here, consolidating in this range. I think we make another push toward the top of the yellow channel, get us up to about quadruple 0.06. Full measured move of that gets us above the orange channel, takes us up to sack rate. And then ideally, if we can, you know, get some continuation on that, the full measured move above the orange channel for the lifetime of the I'm sorry, I called this PulseX, but Pulse this has actually been a pretty bullish pattern for a while now. Pulse X, we'll see in a minute, is more bullish still, in my opinion. And looks like the full measured move of the orange channel gets us up to around 7.5 times SAC. So quadruple 0.7374. Now moving over to Pulse X, which is definitely a much more bullish chart. What I am looking at here is also a big orange channel from its inception back in May of 23, much like with Pulsechains. As you can see here, instead of coming all the way back down to the bottom of this channel and working our way down to miserable lows in April like we did with Pulse, we stayed in the top half of this channel pretty much the entire time. Got a little bit below the midline here, really hammered the top repeatedly, midline again, didn't quite make the top, didn't quite make the bottom. So it's all tightening. So you can kind of see there how it's kind of, you know, coming to a point almost. And then we're making our way in the world today, like the Cheers song. So is that it? Or is that different strokes? Making our way in the world today takes everything you got. I can't remember. Anyhow,
no, that's Cheers. That's Cheers.
That's Cheers. Okay, I had it right the first time. Hey, Norm. So anyhow, we've got the yellow channel that we've been chopping around in for a while. We just kind of curved sideways. We didn't really break down. We certainly didn't curl up, but it's all skirting the top of this orange line, right? So, you know, that's still the ultimate goal, is to get above that orange channel. If we move it down here to September 11th, September 12th, which is kind of where the 4-year cycle would be for HEX, right? Then if we can get that breakout around that time, I can't tell you how long it's going to take to get there, but the full measured move of this takes us up to about 6 times that. So, you know, is that where it stops? I don't think so. I think, you know, that's just an indication of where it could go. Anything above, what was the all-time high on PulseX? 1.2 times SAC, 1.4 times, something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, 1.4 times SAC. So yeah, 6 times SAC is considerably better, but you know, it's a blue sky breakout at that point, so it's really hard to say. We can start looking at fib extensions and stuff when I'm back home next week, and we can check it out. Moving on over to Inc. We talked about this for weeks now, how there was just like a trader's wet dream in this channel right here, in this little sideways choppy action, tops and bottoms galore of buy and sell opportunities if you were going to trade it. We had this nice run up, almost got up to $3 for around $2.70. Didn't quite get to the top of this internal white channel, rolled over, and now we're down in here. We put this little bar chart in there before to see if it would play out, and it's I don't know, that's like tarot cards on top of crystal ball reading on top of horoscopes. I don't know, that's a bridge too far for today. So anyhow, so rode along the bottom of this orange line, gradually sloping upward, made the nice breakout up, found some nice support here, you know, back on that same range. So we got some good support around $1.80 is where we're at now. And that seems to be right on the 100 EMA, or no, that's the 55 EMA. The 100 EMA would take us a little lower, also be at the bottom of that white channel at about $1.75. So, you know, maybe a dip down to there to test that area. And then I would expect, you know, the trend is your friend. And I mean, it's been trending up since March, right? So it's been slowly, you know, we got some volatility in there, but basically it's been trending this way. So I would expect that trend to continue. Maybe a little bear trap in here somewhere. So watch out for that. Don't freak out. If it got below $1.40, I'd have some concern that maybe we're going to be making a move to the downside, but I think that would require like some sort of black swan event of some sort. But everything, you know, with the marketing materials going out, everything else, it's like I think the forecast is bullish for the RH ecosystem. Last but not least is Ethereum. Ethereum's cooling off a little bit too. You know, you guys are a little more abreast of what's going on in the news. I don't really pay attention to that stuff much. I just kind of look at the charts. And as you can see here, you know, we had the large orange channel that had been going on for quite a long while. And Ethereum, the full breakout of that, this chart doesn't want to play nicely right now. It won't move for me. But trust me, that orange line goes up to about a $15,000 target for Ethereum, which is about, you know, 1/10 of the $150,000 target I had for Bitcoin. So there we go. Now it's moving. So yeah, about 13, 14,000, 13.8, something like that for the full measured move. And we had this nice little yellow channel that started to form as we were working our way above the orange line, rolled over, didn't even retest really. So it's like, you know, we've got real good strength here. Like if we had come all the way down to like 3,900, that would to me be expected to test the top of that channel, but we didn't even get that low. We got right at 4,000 and started to curl our way back up. So we're chopping sideways a little bit. We'll see if this blue channel holds. We can check back in on this next week. I would expect, you know, us to, if we go below 4,000, you know, your next support, if maybe there's a bear trap in the cards there, much like there was on the BTC chart that we first started with, where it broke above and then it went back below its line briefly. You know, I'd look for some support around the 55 EMA, which would be around 3,600. You know, and maybe a real deep correction down to 3,250. I really, you know, with the sentiment in the market and everything else, I don't see us dipping that hard, but you know, it could be in the cards, so don't freak out. I expect it more to kind of take this trajectory and kind of work its way back up through this blue channel, slowly working toward this target of 13, 14, 15,000 before the end of the cycle. But yeah, but basically that is kind of it.
Nice. Thank you, Toby. Brizology is drunk as usual, saying that this is horrible. No more TA. Talk about the rate cuts. Okay, so there's a hint about the rate cuts coming on Friday that we already covered. Huh?
Probably no.
I said it's called TA with Toby one. It's like that's kind of what the segment is.
Exactly. And all we can say about the rate cuts is what everyone can say about the rate cuts. We get Jerome Powell on Friday hinting from Jackson Hole. We got FOMC minutes that were kind of leaked out yesterday. And we're hoping that there's going to be at least a quarter point, maybe half a point rate cut in September. People say it's 95% going to happen, but I'm not so sure. If it does, then what we're going to you know, do you think people are going to front run that if we hear good things on Friday? I think so. And that's what Tom Lee thinks as well. So that's why he says that Ethereum's future really is kind of pivoting on this Friday talk from Powell. And then the next comment is none of this matters when RH can come and dump $100 million at any given time.
Oh, he came a lot. He came a lot in those 2 years.
Yep.
I'm for sure about that.
Sure. You know, he can, doesn't mean he will. Or can the African priest do it? We don't know who commands a lot of that stuff, nor will we ever. So do we just do rain dance? It's more accurate. So that's probably the best way to do it. I think the TA is always.
I think it's
good.
I think it's priced in. And I think that's where all this hesitancy is, because it's like if it doesn't happen, then everyone is expecting a big dump in the broader markets, like crypto, traditional markets, all of it, because it's priced in. So I think that's where the hesitancy is now. I think it's going to happen, but I don't think it's going to be a big like blow off top after that. Because it's like everyone is kind of priced in. So it's like, you know, I think there's going to be people that may have some inside knowledge or really super speculating that it's going to happen and might try to run and play that little volatility that will inevitably be there. But I think it's going to kind of be a slow grind up and to the right after it, as long as it's positive. So that's my thoughts.
Yep. Well, Jerome Powell has his position if he wants it until the middle of or the end of 2025, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So if he's gonna, if it's a dastardly scheme and he just doesn't want to be removed, then he kind of doesn't have to be. So we're stuck with him.
Yep.
God damn it.
We shall see. I think that politically speaking, the Republicans could pick up those 5 seats. California is going to screw around and try to also match that 5 seat to neutralize it. But then there's other little rabbits that they can pull out of the hat in the Republican Party. If that happens and that's solidified, Powell could definitely feel the heat, and Trump could feel, that he could get him out on different legal, little snafu things. And then we'd be free flowing with a new Fed chair. Who knows?
Right. Time will tell. Hey, we endured Gary Gensler, so I think we can make it.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
Yeah, SEC was. Can you? Oh, we're going to talk about that in about an hour's time. On you and DJ got me set up with this chat with Nuclear Herbs. Lucky for me, Nuclear Herbs and I do chat, so I'm kind of excited to learn more about this official consensus between the crypto advisory committee under Trump, and we're going to actually explore what that means for Hex and Pulse. So if you want to tune in, that'll be in about an hour's time, give or take. Me and Nuclear Herbs over on RH Max's Hex channel. Yeah. So
cool. Looking forward to it. Well, guys, I'm gonna have to bounce. Glad I
so will we. So will we. We'll go out with you.
Yes.
And then
we're going out with you,
right,
Toby.
Gentlemen.
So
outro.
That's it for today.
Outro.
Yes,
if
sir.
You can, if you can.
Outro.